Welcome everybody to another Windmill Slam Vintage Cube Draft. My name is Oshin, and we don't have any Dennises today. So joining me are my teammates Jeff and Peter. Say hello, guys.
Hello guys.
There we go. So we actually, the recording software took a little while to get going, so we're low on picks, on time for the pick. I'm looking at Consecrated Sphinx. It's probably the most overtly powerful card in the pack, after maybe Fastbond. But Fastbond I found, unless you're doing something very specific with it, to be quite underwhelming.
Yeah, I like Sphinx or Faden. That's kind of
That's okay, but I think
Sphinx is probably the.
it's quite an underwhelming pack.
I'll
mention that.
Goes to the Underground Sea, maybe.
Underground Sea is a reasonable pick, but I think I'm going to pick Sphinx.
I think Sphinx is probably I always forget that it's a 4/6.
Whoa! Hey, what?
It did the thing.
What? I believe this is a refund. I don't quite know what happened.
That's probably no. I'd take a guess and say that's my laptop's fault, because starting the recording software caused everything to explode for a little while. But now we have a Thalia. Okay.
It's not awful.
There are worse picks.
Yeah, I suppose.
We'll make the most of it.
We don't have to worry about that too much. Haven't said that.
I mean, second. No.
Bargain's pretty good. Turnabout if you're doing the Storm deck. Can be strong. Geist is just excellent. Just a really, really good card. So my leaning would be towards Geist, I think.
I do like Bargain.
I do love
very
Bargain.
Powerful.
Let's do the Geist.
We've got 2 picks in its colours.
Yeah.
Shit, pick 3. We're locked in. Go.
Okay, so we have Dig Through Time. Dig Through Time's pretty strong. Sacred Foundry, not really what we're looking for. Archangel, I actually don't love Archangel. I think it's a bit weird.
Spike Feeder's not in the.
It's hard to get it.
No, there's no Spike Feeder.
Really.
That'd be a very close combo. So it'd be just those 2 cards for themselves.
Yeah, there's the Moloku to go with the fast bomb. Wait, what's going on with the clock?
What is going on with the clock?
We're taking a Dig Through Time, but I'm a little nervous about that. Something's gone horribly wrong.
55 skips to 51, skips to 48.
Okay. Well,
Time is a bit weird.
Glen
Landra's quite good.
Elendra's strong. There's also Gideon and Elspeth. But
if you want to go for control,
There's 2
Gideon's pretty strong, and so is Glen Elspeth, I suppose.
Glen Elendra, what I'm looking at here is sort of the early drops we have, the Geist in particular. I'd like to be able to protect them.
Yeah.
And I like kind of sticking with the sort of a tempo-y theme.
Geist also does have just a sick game-ending synergy with Dan Elspeth, though.
That is nuts.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually,
if you want to go for more of a kind of a tempo deck, I'd pick Elspeth. If you want to go for control, I'd pick Glenlander or Gideon.
I'm torn at this point.
I really like that interaction with Elspeth, though.
I'm with Jeff.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's do a Geist deck.
Also, Elspeth is just quite good as a solo card.
Yeah, absolutely. Ends games pretty quickly. We got Thada Adele.
Thada Adele's quite good in the.
Who's interested in the.
Quite good in the powered cube.
In a powered cube, yeah. I don't know what deck wants Bazaar Baghdad. I don't think it's.
Is Dredge a doable?
No, it's just not. It's also a Journey to Nowhere.
I find it quite in a cube where blue is very, very highly picked. Thada Adele's quite good. And while we're already blue as well,
You think Thada over Journey?
I think so, because removal will probably come to us at some point, right?
And also spot removal isn't that important.
Yeah, because creature decks aren't as
kind of
big a thing.
board wipes, really.
Even the board wipes get sort of body and mind MVP. But I'm leaning towards Mana League.
Yeah.
Mana League feels like where this deck wants to be.
I don't think we're going to end up playing that Thalia.
No. Honourable mention to Gifton Given.
Gifton Given pretty good. Sword. This is one of the better swords in Limited.
Possibly the best.
Possibly the best sword in Limited. But I think Mana League's exactly what we're looking for. This is pretty useless for us. So options kind of include taking Courser of Crewfix and sort of hedging somewhere that way.
Enlightened
But I think
Tutor is the enchantment one, isn't it?
Enlightened Tutor gets artifacts or enchantments. Yeah.
Okay. It's not really doing anything.
Disfigure is not bad.
Yeah.
I don't actually like Hallowed Spirit Keeper at all. I think it's just a bit
No,
too
it's
slow.
yeah. It's the kind of card I want to like, but I feel like it's just that turn too slow.
Okay, so this is the pack we opened. There's a Chain Lightning if we wanted to go kind of that direction. There's a Baneslayer Angel, which I don't hate.
I don't hate it if we're going for that control kind of route, but Elspeth feels a bit jarred in that.
Well, Elspeth, this is just a very powerful card, and maybe we want it against certain decks. I don't think we ever want Soldier of the Pantheon. I don't think we ever want Thragtusk. Maybe the Chain Lightning is the only other thing.
Yeah,
But I think
although if we want to go for like a Jeskai tempo deck, I could see us picking FTK.
I'm happy enough to stick blue-white for now.
I really don't like Angels of Serenity at all.
I think this is not the deck for Angel of
No.
Serenity. Where do we want to go? Maybe with the... Definitely not the Nissa. We don't want any of these cards, realistically.
Not really, but what do we want someone to not have most?
That shouldn't be a consideration. I think there's games where we sideboard in Angel of
yeah,
Serenity.
I could see that.
Force Spike I
Force
really
Spike
like.
seems
I
good, yeah.
really like Force Spike. People never play around Force Spike. Let's take a Sacred Foundry. We
Yeah.
could splash red. In this deck, a red splash totally makes sense. Kythian seems not where we want to be, but
Ooh, that's
Shrine of
interesting.
Burning Rage could end up having applications.
I don't know about that now.
Alright then.
It's not the good Ajani.
No.
Not any of the good Ajanis.
There have been a few good Ajanis. Reckoner.
Yeah, we could end up playing that.
Reckoner.
I
I
hardly
hardly
knew.
know her.
God damn it, lads.
I miss Dennis. That's why we're doing that, because Dennis says that about every card, regardless of whether it ends in
Yeah, I know.
Massacre Worm.
Right, what do we got here?
Oh, Blightsteel. Gotta love a Blightsteel. How does that work with anything?
Blightsteel, it's not exactly what we
It's
want
not
to be
what we
doing.
want
This pack, incidentally, very powerful pack. Quite weak for us, I think.
If we want to go Esper, Bitter Blossom is probably great.
Bitter Blossom is insane. I'm also looking at Repeal. I don't think I want the Repeal. Yeah, I think none of the blue or white cards in this pack are what we want to be doing.
Yeah, at the moment
So
Bitter
let's-
Blossom just seems like the most rawly powerful for the kind of deck we're going for.
I agree. So let's see if we end up moving that kind of direction. Haven't seen a lot of lands to begin with. We did pass. I know we passed the card. Underground Sea.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ancestral Vision.
Ancestral Vision seems quite good.
That's where I'm leaning right now.
Yeah,
There's also a Stoneforge, but we
We have no interaction with it.
no equipment for
And
it.
we passed.
It's
Dragon
very
Lord down?
very powerful in this type of deck. That one is the one that steals a creature or planeswalker for as long
There's a
as you
good
control
chance
it.
that comes
Oh,
back
yeah.
to us, I guess.
I mean, if we're moving
But
back,
I'm
it
very
might-
happy
might be a
taking Visions
consideration,
here.
Yeah, Vision seems like exactly the kind of like we've not much else for turn one. Except maybe hold up Force Spike.
though.
Wow. Wow.
We're not the deck for really any of these cards, except for maybe Disc. Or Dark Ritual.
Dark Ritual I can't say is ever playing. I'm looking at the ones I'm looking at are Ultimate Price and Never Knows Disc. The reason I'm looking at Disc is it's a decent, like, there's definitely a world where this sideboards into a much more control-y deck, and I could see the Disc being very good in that. And I think that's
I think Disc is probably better than Ultimate Price.
yeah, especially since I'm not 100% that we're in black.
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
What do we got?
Revelark, Flicker,
Revelark doesn't do a ton for us. What does Revelark get back? It gets Geist, Thada, Adele, and Thalia.
We're probably not going to play Thalia.
No. Living Death, obviously exceptionally powerful card. Flicker Wisp, not a lot of synergies in the deck.
Scroll Rack?
Scroll Rack, I don't love,
No.
Also,
unless you're doing something a bit broken.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I
And
can see
then
that.
Bob, not really with this curve. Why don't we take the Revelark and see how it goes?
I mean, getting back Geist and that kind of thing seems fine.
it seems fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem.
The other thing that could be said for Flicker Wisp is it could get that thing out of Geist's way.
Sure. Okay, so we've got some good options in this pack.
Mm.
I think the pick is Tundra,
Yes.
and then we try and maybe wheel Seeker of the Way.
Yeah, I like picking Tundra. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm
Sphinx
down
of
with that,
Steelwind
yeah.
is obviously like, hey, pick me, I'm big, but I think Tundra's probably
Yeah,
just
I don't think that's what we
Yeah.
want this deck to be.
Yeah, we don't
I
want
don't
to be
think that's the
screwed on
direction
colours,
I
do we?
No,
want
yeah,
to
you
go
want to
with
just kind
this.
of have that nice smooth deck if you're going for a control deck.
Exactly.
What's that Planeswalker? I can't see.
That is Tezzeret the Seeker. They removed Time Vault from the cube, which made him a
Oh.
lot worse.
Yeah, yeah. Gush
Is
seems...
Johnny any good?
Gush, I don't love. I don't hate Gush.
Mm.
What I'm looking at here is Godless Shrine.
Oh, if you want to
That
move
does,
into black.
yeah, or black splash B.
There's also obviously straight Lightning Bolt, but I think Godless Shrine's where I want to be.
We're not doing anything. We don't have mana rocks for Armageddon or anything. So
No. Rev's good. Secure the Waste is good.
I think.
What do you think of Secure the Waste versus Sphinx's Revelation?
I feel like Sphinx's Revelation is like. I feel like it's a really powerful card, but it's like harder to get online than it looks.
Yeah, agreed. Will we go with Secure the Waste? So
Secure the Waste is a bit. I mean, if you're going tempo, you want to be doing stuff early, don't you?
yeah, I mean,
Secure
there's
the
nothing
Waste
wrong
is
with
a
it,
bit-
like a 4-mana Secure the
Yeah, it's
Waste,
3/1/1. Yeah,
and especially since you can hold up counter magic.
Yeah, okay, I suppose. Yeah, go for that.
We do have more Face Feathers is excellent.
Face Feather seems exactly what this deck wants.
It's an
Yeah,
excellent,
absolutely,
excellent
absolutely.
Mirror Crusader, there's nothing wrong with him. Good if in a deck with a lot of equipment.
Yeah, he's the kind of card I think that this deck would sideboard if you want to be more aggressive.
Sure. Here's that pack we opened. I
I
don't.
like the Wasteland, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in on Wasteland.
Nothing wrong with Wasteland. It's just
Here.
are we
Ugh.
Lightning
Greaves
Greaves
are in.
deck?
I don't think we're a Lightning Greaves deck. Lightning Greaves is
No.
the only time I've played Lightning Greaves is in a Reanimator shell, and even then I'm not a huge fan of it.
I've never ever been impressed with it in cubes. It's like it seems absolutely fine. Like, and this seems like the kind of deck that maybe would want it with like Geist and Sphinx. But
Guys, is already X-proof.
yeah, I forgot that while I was saying it. Yeah. Oops.
Nothing really great here. Exalted Angels is not playable in any capacity.
Someone up the line is
Flicker
also
Wisp came
playing
back.
white. Yeah, look.
Do we even want Flicker Wisp? I mean,
I
it's
mean-
the only card here that's any good.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
I like the thing I like about it is that it can get like if they have a problematic blocker while we have Geist.
Sure.
I mean, I know that's kind of a fringe case.
Okay, let's give it a try. And there's that Seeker. I'm happy
Okay.
that came back.
I feel like we're in the right place at the table.
Yeah, I'm putting a lot of stuff on the sideboard here. I'm kind of trying to keep this to the core, and then we can flesh that out. Now we do have some black cards, but I don't want to make it look like we're in black. Mode is a very powerful sideboard card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very powerful against creature-based decks like green fair decks. Mode is absolutely brilliant.
Seems like a very strong sideboard card for this kind of deck.
Yeah, absolutely. So that says 12. We have a few more than that. I just don't.
That was pack 2, wasn't it?
That was pack 2, yeah. So we'd be looking to come out with more than that. Right.
Oh, this is such a difficult pack.
Oh boy.
So I mean, there is just a Mox.
Yeah.
Oh, and what do you?
There's our deck gone.
Oh, oh,
Ooh.
okay. Well, that was interesting. We have a Mox.
Which is
No, you know what it is. I don't think there's and I didn't even notice this to begin with, but there's a Library of Alexandria in the pack, and I don't think, especially in a deck like this, I don't think that card.
I've heard that described as ley line of win the game.
Ley line of win the game. Yeah. If it's in your opening hand, especially if you're on the draw, it's so hard to lose.
Yeah.
So hard to lose.
I mean, I feel like we'll probably get Espis or Jace or something back.
Yeah, and
I mean, what's that? Palancron?
Palancron's
as well.
not bad, but Library is unbelievable. If I had seen that straight away, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have looked at the Mox. Do you know what I mean?
A lot of people are probably going insane right now. Like, oh my god, you passed the Mox.
And Library,
Yeah.
I defend that pick
Yeah.
loudly. Do you know?
Venser
Venser is pretty good,
yeah, Venser
especially
seems,
given the Flicker Wisp.
Venser seems quite good for this deck.
It's just a tempo card. And
Tempo,
we're
little
kind
bit
of a
of pressure.
tempo control-y deck. I like it. I don't hate. No, we're not leaning red, are we?
Not really. No, we were doing more black. Him,
I like Fiend Hunter as well.
Yeah, him would be cool if we were more black, but it's quite hard.
Him. Oh,
Yeah.
it's an excellent card, but I don't think it's what we want to be doing. Here we're probably looking at.
We're not playing
Banisher
High Tide.
Priest.
We're not playing High Tide. There's Banisher Priest. We just passed the other one. Refellos. Oh my goodness. Refellos is Refellos is one of my favorite first picks in this. Just side note, it's my favorite first pick in the queue because like it's so powerful when the deck goes in. Do you know?
What do you think of Temple of Silence or Mana Tithe?
Temple Silence versus Mana Tithe.
I'm not saying that those are our only choices. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I'd lean towards the Mana Tithe at this stage.
2/4 spikes.
2/4 spikes, yeah.
And we're not locked into black, so yeah.
I think that's probably better than the Banisher Priest. There's some synergy with the Banisher Priest and the Flickers, but I think I'd rather have the Mana Tithe. Like, people play right into those, do you know? Sun Titan.
Sun Titan is a card.
Sun Titan is
good fun.
absolutely excellent. The other thing I'm looking at is the Hallowed Fountain.
Yeah, that's
Sun Titan currently for us 3 or less, so that's everything 1, 2, 3, 4.
We do have that crazy combo of Sun Titan get back Flicker with Flicker Sun Titan get back something else.
But there's only 4 cards we get back.
Yeah.
You know, currently. I'd almost be inclined to take Hallowed Fountain and try Wheel Sun Titan, but maybe that's just incorrect. Like, this pack has Heartbeat.
How hard is the mana at the moment?
How hard is the mana? If we pick up any fetches, that can help us, then the mana becomes quite good.
In pack 3, I think we might have to pick the
Fountain.
Yeah, I feel like it's a safer pick.
I agree. Right. I think this isn't what we want to be doing.
No.
Weirdly enough.
Disenchant is fine.
I'm looking at Vindicate.
Yeah, Vindicate's what I'm thinking as well. Like,
we do that.
If we're doing the black cards,
I'd love a Disenchant. Hang on, what's Disenchant?
Disenchant is destroy an artifact or enchantment.
Oh, that and then that's permanent. Okay, yeah.
For 1 extra mana. I feel like that might kind of cement our black.
Windswept Heath gets Tundra and Godless Shrine, and Windswept Heath is a 3-color land.
Yeah, Windswept Heath is
perfect.
great. Yeah.
Yep.
Tundra, Godless Shrine, Hallowed Fountain, all get grabbed by Windswept Heath.
Elish Norn.
Elish Norn, it's just a bit too
late
slow.
game for a tempo.
Super expensive.
However, there's not a ton else going on in this pack for us.
You could probably.
I could see Sword.
Yeah, you could probably mention Pestermite maybe. I don't really see it doing much.
If
just
we had,
kind of a.
Yeah, it's a combo piece.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Sword.
That's ditching
Black
you
and
on
green,
tap lands.
on tap all your stuff. Yeah. Well, all your lands.
Yeah, I mean, put a sword on a Geist and jump it with Elspeth.
Man. Game. Yeah, let's do that. Which makes me wish we had that Stoneforge, but so be it.
We're not an opposition deck, are we? Well, actually, Secure the Wastes.
Yeah, I don't know if that's quite enough.
Tidal Scudder's probably just better, maybe.
I don't mind Tidal's.
I mean, opposition is great when you get it going.
When it's good, it's insane. Yeah.
If we had picked
I think it's where it's best. The decks that use opposition best are the green blue decks. Like there's actual opposition decks. You know, green blue elves.
There's that Elspeth.
There is that Elspeth. We'll probably play the Elspeth.
There's a Fiend Hunter.
Yeah, I'm in for Fiend.
Our choices are made for us.
There's a Banisher Priest.
Banisher Priest, I think we'd probably take Temple.
Yeah, Temple
Temple
at this
land,
point.
yeah.
Yeah, Temple.
There's a War Priest of Thune.
I'll take a War Priest of Thune, but
the War Priest. Yeah.
That's just an enchantment now that hits.
Yeah, that's fine sideboard. Yeah,
it's okay. It's okay. We will take a Hero of Bladehold.
I don't see us ever playing.
We might. It's a powerful card, but I think it's probably just a bit slow.
Honor the Pure gives white creatures 1/1.
Yeah.
We didn't take that, did we?
No.
Okay.
It's.
You need to build kind of dedicated tokens.
I've seen someone build like a black-white tokens deck with it in it that produced mostly white tokens and it was still lackluster.
Yeah. Right, so we get to play some very powerful black cards. If we want to do that. The Windswept Teeth really helped.
Yeah. I feel like the Windswept Teeth was the perfect thing to round out the mana.
What do we got going on? Is this ready to go? Are we all set?
I think it's still they appear on top. But
So we get Bitter Blossom. We get Vindicate.
we didn't take that rev, did we?
No, we didn't. Bitter Blossom, Vindicate. We have this figure. I'm just going to put a bunch of stuff in.
Yeah, and then we can make cuts.
We have this figure.
Do we want disc?
I don't think we want disc.
Disc is better to slide into, I guess.
And then we've got Moat for a similar purpose. And we've got some decent mana.
Do we want Kithian if we're being tempo-y?
Nah, Kithian.
I think
we're not really aggressive enough for like Kithian needs a lot of creatures on board at one time. We're more likely to have one and protect it, one or two.
We're kind of mid-rangey with a little bit of control.
Yeah, it's a Geist deck.
Yeah,
is what it is.
With ways to fill in the gaps between Geists.
So we need a couple extra cards actually.
Do we want a Reckoner at all?
I hardly even know her. That's very difficult to cast.
Yeah,
It's not bad. It's not bad if you do get him going.
Hmm.
But we don't have any red mana. What else we got? Bada Johnny.
not worse than
Jenny.
We have a Sacred Foundry as well.
Makes
I'm
an
looking at
Outpost Siege kind
it
of
makes
look
an
nice.
Outpost Siege okay. It's probably a little tenuous.
Yeah, it feels a bit ambitious.
Considering we only have 2 red sources.
Mm.
Don't like
And
that.
only ever one at a time.
Yeah. Do we want the hero?
I could see it after saying I don't see us ever play.
Yeah. I'm looking at things like, well, it's mostly because we need cards, but I'm also looking at things like Elspeth and this one. Double Elspeth is something to keep an eye on.
That's kind of an awkward tension.
Yeah. Baneslayer? We've no 5s currently.
Baneslayer seems fine.
Let's do the Baneslayer.
And that puts
And we
it
want Godless Shrine, Hallowed Fountain,
Leyland
Library,
Vindicated.
Temple of Silence, Tundra, Wasteland, Windswept Heaths. Okay, so we need 10 lands. Do we need, how many black spells do we have? We have 1, 2, 3 black spells. So we probably want at least 4 or 5 black sources, and we currently have 1, 2, 3.
2 swamps?
Maybe.
Maybe 3. She also has 2.
MTGO also says 3 islands. That seems insane.
That seems quite weird. I'd probably
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10 white sources. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that it's got that off a little bit. I'm gonna do this. I think that puts us at 4 black. 1, 2, 3, 8 blue, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 white. That seems
reasonable.
That seems about right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
we'll see how this works out. What do you want to call it? I reckon this is a 2-1 deck,
I'd say 2-1, yeah.
but we'll see if we can push it to 3-0.
Yeah, most of the decks mostly get to 3-0.
Since you guys both called 2-1, I'm going to call it 3-0.
3-0.
I'm going to be the optimistic one.
Peter's calling 3-0. All right, we'll see you in round 1. Here we go, round 1.
Won the die roll.
Let's do it.
As a tempo deck, do we want to go second?
No.
That's
It's a poor hand,
it's not great.
but it has a force spike.
I mean,
it's stally,
turn
sure.
2 secured wrists for 1.
Nah, 2 mana 1-1. Perfect.
1-1-0 upside.
I think this might be a mulligan.
I'd be with you on that one.
Just doesn't do enough.
It's another one of those hands where if you're on the draw, you'll probably keep it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Much better.
That's much better.
Yeah, still not great.
It's not amazing, but
But I will keep it. We get the
Still a
scry.
counterspell and a removal spell.
Scry for a threat.
That's
Ooh, it is a threat, but we don't have any black.
Oh.
So I think we need to bottom it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Let's cry for a playable threat. Cloud Fountain. No thanks.
No, it's just a guild kit with land types.
He's also playing a blue deck.
Surprise.
Preordain. Preordain's decent.
Definitely Storm.
Definitely Storm. No other deck would play Preordain.
Preordain's literally unplayable outside of Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Strictly worse.
Probably the best. Probably the best cantrip in the cube.
Probably, yeah.
Because when you're only playing 2 to 3 fetches, Ponder and Brainstorm get a lot worse. There we go. That's not bad.
Brainstorm's actually.
I like this. I like this.
Wasteland is a
We have
card.
Wasteland.
That's true, but I've already played a basic island.
Strip Mine is a card.
Yeah, that still wouldn't make a difference.
Do it close to chat.
Always getting hit by the stupid chat, alright?
Because MTGO has such a lovely, streamlined, user-friendly user.
Blue Black, he played Preordain, he's definitely Storm.
Absolutely 100% Storm. Playing Bob.
Never mind. Okay.
This is for MTGO Academy, right?
This is for MTGO.
Teach me a thing. Why is he called Bob?
Bob, he is. So the Magic Wizards used to run a tournament called the Invitational, which was just all the best, well, perceived best players and this kind of stuff at the time.
Yep.
And the winner got to design a card. And Dark Confidant was designed by a guy named Bob Maher, who looks a lot like that.
I understand now. I
In a
learned
similar
it.
vein, Snapcaster Mage was also an invitational card.
Yep.
Cool.
We had some other good ones: Shadow Mage Infiltrator, Meddling Mage.
Is Avalanche Raiders one? No.
Avalanche Riders was one, yeah.
I'm just trying to think of cards that have like human-like faces.
Avalanche Riders was one. Solemn Simulacrum.
Yeah. Sad Robot.
Sad Robot.
Ophiomancer is actually quite a good card.
Yeah, I'm probably going to Mana League that.
I would.
Shuts down.
The endless stream of.
Well, I mean, what I was going to say is that card shuts down Geist pretty hard.
Oh yeah. And if
Just
we're
a
banking on a
never-ending
Geist, then
Never-ending stream of 1/1 Death Touchers is quite annoying.
Mm-hmm. I'll place them on the stack. Blah.
oh, it's one of these decks.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to press buttons for triggers.
Mm-hmm. Probably should have. Yeah.
I mean, the triggers kind of pull themselves, but they need permission to be pulled.
Yeah. Thought Adele's unblockable. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And getting to look at your opponent's deck is quite nice.
It actually is. It makes a surprising amount of difference. And
here's the thing: if we're teaching stuff, when you're looking at your opponent's deck, actually just take a minute to look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm terrible for not doing that. Like, oh, he doesn't have any artifacts. Well, pointless. Stupid card.
Just because it lets you know what things to play around and what things to not play around.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they don't have the Wasteland, don't bother playing around the Wasteland.
No, we have the Wasteland.
We have the Wasteland in this case. But I don't know what would we play around in this case. Foundation.
Yeah. So hopefully he has like a black signet and we can steal it and play Tide Hollow Sculler.
That would be lovely.
Augur of Bolas. So he's playing, from the looks of things, a similar deck to ours, but just a mid-range tempo deck, but with black instead of white.
Which we did consider. Well, we considered flashing black. We did flash black.
Brain freeze. Oh,
It was black
so
and
he is playing Storm.
Oh, he's playing Storm.
He just got a brain freeze off of the,
After all of our joke.
after the Augur Bolas. This is a so it's not a. Maybe it's not a hardcore Storm deck, but
Might just
Yes,
be
it
a
is.
value Storm deck.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
just
You can't really value brain freeze though.
No.
it's a thundercloud deck. It's not quite Storm.
Okay, here comes Thada.
How come you never hear of Thada HP?
What?
Because she's Thada Adele. How come you never hear of Thada HP or Thada Nursery?
My God.
I thought-
Jeff.
I like the obvious joke is like Adele, you know, but
No,
you just skip right past that and went for like laptop brands.
Yeah. Someone out there will appreciate it.
Hello.
Is it me? You're fuck.
Well,
So okay, so he is a storm deck,
Ah.
and he's playing. Okay, so
Taxium
his
Grove.
only win conditions are Silumgar and Brain Freeze, but other than that, that's a nice-ish. I'm looking at this deck, to be honest. I don't know what's in his hand.
7 cards.
But
if he hits that Silumgar of Bob,
that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Okay,
It's a polite round of applause for
we'll
that.
take a.
we actually have to cast it, don't we?
Yeah.
That is not quite as busted as I want her to be.
But we do get a prowess trigger.
That's nice. We're ending our turn.
What's her power there? Is it 2? Is it
She's a 2 attack.
2?
yeah.
Okay.
We
So
play a
two
land.
unlocked,
Let's
yeah,
play a
okay.
land. I was hoping for like a sword.
Yeah,
Sword
sword would
with-
have been lovely.
Why would a storm deck play a sword?
Yeah.
I should check what he's hitting off Bob, really, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not currently. This is why I would like the chat open.
Well, open the chat. Or open the reveal card zone.
High Tide and Brain Freeze. Okay.
What?
Nighthawk.
That's a very strange.
Addition to a storm deck.
Yeah. Is he just playing the for information brain reach?
And then sideboards into a completely different deck.
Now I know what my opponent is playing.
Okay, so we can play Scholar.
And get perfect information on what's in his deck. We don't want to feathers the Nighthawk, do we?
We may do, depending on his hand. Bolt myself. We could take the Brain Freeze if there's no other storm win condition.
Counter.
He's no mana.
He
He
had.
does, he's
he just tapped
floated with
Oh.
2 blue.
That's what's to be said for paying attention.
Remand. That's not bad.
Oh, well, okay. Try it again next.
So we have 2 unblockable damage. I could face. I'm not going to face Fetters because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a better threat.
Well, Silumgar is a great one if he comes down.
Yeah, but the problem with face Fetters on the Silumgar is it still keeps the guy you steal.
Mm.
Did we put swords in this?
We put a sword in there.
A sword, okay.
If I was smart, I could tell you exactly what he drew.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say about him.
Force Will.
Damn, son.
He has a Force Will in his hand.
Okay.
Is that right? Yeah, he did have a Force Will in his deck. Yeah.
I didn't actually notice. After all my pay attention to your opponent's deck.
For the swamp off the Confidant.
Confidant's on point today.
Yeah, it's getting pretty lucky. He's lost.
How easily, like, I mean, I'm wondering how well can he go off with Storm?
Again, we don't know what's in his hand. He has
Yeah.
Turnabout, he has High Tide. High Tide and Turnabout
There's
is
a
a
Cabal
lot,
ritual in his
a
deck.
lot of mana. What the thing is, I wish we had a way to remove the Dark Confidant, because what it looks like from what I've seen of his deck is that mana is not going to be the issue on his Storm turn. Cards are.
If he goes off with 7 cards in hand. Oh,
Okay, he's
might
got.
be
I
good.
think he is going for it. Brain Freeze Mills 3. So how much storm do you want? Realistically, it's hard for us to compete with.
He needs to get 9 spells.
That's to kill us immediately.
Yeah.
Like, I'd say there's a lot of. I'd say if he probably if he mills 24, so a storm of 7, it's going to be very hard for us to win.
Yeah.
He got turnabout. Frantic Search. Very strong with High Tide. So he's a High Tide Brain Freeze Storm deck. And it looks like a decent one. It's good that he has the Brain Freeze for him. It's good that he has the Brain Freeze in his hand because
also, if Scorer had got the Brain Freeze, I don't think he had a way to. Unless he has another Storm Wind condition in his hand.
yeah, could be a Tendrils in there or something. There's the Turnabout.
Or maybe not.
No, he's going to Turnabout. It's just an awkward card to cast. You have to choose modes. And
Oh,
it's
right,
like-
yeah, of course. Okay. Excuse me.
Like actually deciphering how you're supposed to cast a Turnabout is a weird one.
Oh, I've heard about this. Yeah.
Because do you want to tap all artifacts? I think it's you choose artifact. Yeah, I think it's tap all artifacts or untap all artifacts or tap all lands or untap all lands. So just make it. It's about 6 options. Just making sure you pick the right one is important. Here's the Gush. Okay, so Frantic Search, Gush. He has a Force in his hand as well. I'll probably force the Scholar if we go for it again next turn. But he's going to stun off now. There's nothing we can really do to stop him. Maybe we bring in Thalia.
Thalia seems actually quite good against the Storm deck.
Mm-hmm. He's Ritual in.
Quad Ritual has Threshold.
Like I'm saying, like I don't think mana is going to be an issue for
Yeah,
him, especially with like this High Tide Turnabout, Frantic Search stuff. And it looks like he has enough cards to probably go for the kill here. It's awkward that it doesn't show me the storm count here. It shows you the storm count when it's in your hand. It shows it in the chat as well, doesn't it?
Does it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, here we go.
Brain Freeze with storm count 6, so he's milling us for 21. Which is going to leave us with 7 cards left.
That's difficult.
Let's take a look at our graveyard.
You can pop it out if you
There goes our Sphinx, our Elspeth, our Sword.
There goes the Geist.
A lot of our win conditions are going away. Bear Blossom.
Did we not have that in hand?
We had it in hand with Mulligan.
Oh, okay.
Hero
Oh,
Blight
Mulligan
Elder.
at the start of this game.
We did, yeah. Okay, so a lot of our win conditions just went away. We are going to need to deal with that Nighthawk as well.
Yeah.
It's going to stop us killing him.
Well, that works.
Well, he's gaining a bit of life off that as well.
Yeah.
Was the other point. Okay, let's go for the Scholar. I wouldn't be surprised to see him force it.
With, well, 4 mana open.
We could pitch a card. Let's resolve.
He mightn't have left a blue card in his hand.
He mightn't have left the blue card in his hand. He did not. He left Force of Will and 4 islands in his hand. Alright, we'll take the Force. And in that case, I am actually just going to face Fetters on the Nighthawk. We need to push for damage.
And we win this race fight, especially with Dragonlord Silumgar in his deck. And
Did he have any grave or get stuff back so we could do that again? Is that again?
We didn't see. We've seen his whole deck now, and there's no Yogg Will. There's no way for him to storm again.
So
We're just in a race
more
now.
turns?
Yeah, we're racing him versus. So he's 4 islands in his hand, and his deck is not capable of dealing any damage to us except with. Oh, I suppose actually Jace would allow him to.
Jace can flash back the
Jace can flash
Roundabout?
back the. Well, Jace can flash back the.
high tide even.
No, the brain freeze.
Yes.
And then somewhere can deal damage to us. And other than that, there's nothing in his deck that wins the game anymore.
We put him on a 2-turn block.
He's got blockers.
Yeah.
More blockers.
If we can get that sword out.
With the swords milled.
Oh, is it? No, I didn't see that.
As is Elspeth. Both Elspeths, I believe. No, we still have. That's good. Okay, we still have Knight Errant.
Okay, that's the one you want in this situation.
That's going to close the game pretty fast.
That will also do a lot.
Yeah, and we saw no way to answer it.
It's not. It's not mad for him to trade Bob at this stage.
No, that's not insane. Secure the waste for everything.
Maybe tap the Signet first just makes it so much easier to. Yes, these Signets are really awkward on MTGO.
Okay. So Jace is too slow at this point. Silumgar I don't think does enough. We should have left the mana floating because we knew the Daze was in his deck. He could have drawn it. That was a little bit reckless, but still. Reveals a Catacomb.
Bob has been really, really lucky for him.
Yeah, he took 4 off it, but he's drawn a lot of lands off it.
Which is exactly what you want your Bob to do.
Correct. And that should be the game. Vindicate.
Indicate to hit the
Augur?
Augur, I guess, yeah.
It's not super important.
The prowess triggers.
This is Paris trigger is important. I meant it's not important what we hit.
Oh, okay.
Because I think we have him this turn. This is the problem with Brain Freeze as a win condition, or Storm as a win condition, because it doesn't matter how few cards I have left as long as I have 1.
I feel like he could have done with waiting a turn or 2.
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, this just kills the player.
Okay. Right, so we probably want that Thalia.
Thalia would be a good idea, yeah.
And
What do we take out?
This figure is good.
Or
we want the Thalia. What don't we want?
do we need the Baneslayer?
It's a good clock. I feel like if we're going to cut one of those, it's probably going to be like Elspeth.
Yeah, 6 mana Elspeth does seem
A bit slow in the matchup.
against him.
Although, nah, we can. That's a May ability. I'd rather have just a flying basher because this just takes a while to even do any damage. Okay. I did put in the Thalia there, didn't I?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
It was the first thing. Everyone else is bloody finished at this point. What the hell?
Is that all
Yeah,
colours?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Cool with that one, yeah.
This is actually quite nice.
Windswept.
I'll go and get Godless, right?
It may do. We've mana typed that. May as well. You want to use these early.
Yeah. And while we have both of them.
Don't have to worry about our life total too much.
And Sillinger's kind of a slowish clock. He's only a what, 3-7, 3-5?
He's a 3/5. Yeah. That is the only artifact in his deck as far as we know.
Yeah.
Unless he's brought anything in. Just play a Tundra here.
Some decent draws.
Yeah. We've got a lot of very good draws in our deck as well.
Yeah, very true, very true.
It's not one of them.
No, it isn't.
No.
So we have a couple options here. What we could do we could play Flicker Wisp and use it to untap an island to leave up Force Spike, or we could just pass. I kind of like getting a clock on.
I do like getting a clock on, especially since we didn't see any good ways for him to deal with Flicker Whisk in the first game.
Nighthawk. So like
Nighthawk, yeah.
Flicker Whisk.
Flicker
yeah,
Whisk.
I can't speak.
He's going to be making a cake over there.
Yeah.
Untap the Tundra, I suppose.
And you're leaving a Force Spike, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Preordain's fine.
Definitely Running Storm.
He is definitely running strong.
That was a good call.
It was on point, yeah. Probe. Force Spike gets significantly worse when he knows about it.
Because then you can leave up his...
Exactly.
Yeah.
My brain lagged a little bit there, and I was like, "How would he know about it?" Axiom.
It just took you a little while to catch up to the rest of us, yeah? Okay, here we go. Hopefully that stopped him playing a decent 2-drop, though. That is not the worst. And then we'll play a land.
Just bash him for 3.
Yeah, just begin clocking him.
6.
Okay. So he knows about Force Spike, he knows about Fiend Hunter.
That'll warp his turns significantly.
Okay. Confidence fine. I'd be fairly happy Fiend Huntering that. Because it gets the Fiend Hunter onto the board.
Yeah.
He knows we have land, so there's no point hiding any of that information. He's stumbling on mana. If he doesn't do anything next turn, I may. Okay. That's alright.
Yeah.
I was going to say I'd vindicate a land, but I'm probably going to vindicate the Bob now at this stage.
Well, let's hope he hits Sillinger and then.
Well, it's Sillinger costs 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hope he hits it off Bob.
Yeah.
I see.
I'll be a happy man if that happens.
Indeed. Island.
Whose land it is?
Yeah, island. Yeah, sure.
Raise is fine.
I don't really care about that.
Is that what it?
It makes a 1/1 death touch snake at the beginning of each upkeep if you do not control a snake.
Just makes it super annoying to go into ground combat.
Yeah.
I'm
Interesting.
ever so slightly reluctant to take down the 4-spike defenses, but since he knows about it, and also Consecrated Sphinx just does close the game pretty quickly. Let's go for the attack anyway. He's used the force. He could have daze.
Oh, really? Did you say that?
Yeah, he's a Jedi. He could have daze, but that involves him picking up a land. I'm gonna go for the Sphinx here.
I mean, worst things worst, we don't have a Sphinx.
And he's F6. Aha. Okay. I'll draw 2 cards, yes please. I love drawing 2 cards. How nice of you to ask. Boop-a-doo. Yes please. Okay.
Okay.
Not bad. He's going for it.
24 in hand. What's he need to hit you for? 8?
Stormfruit when he needs a storm count up. So we're going to vindicate that.
Storm count of Cylinder.
He will get to draw
Oh, hello,
cards.
Thunder.
Yes.
He will get to draw cards. Because vindicate is a sorcery.
And the Sphinx will.
Somebody's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very. Is that coming off suspend?
I really hope it's not. Okay, thank God.
That would have been a bit of a pain. So you got to draw some cards, that's pretty good.
It possibly was best for him to be patient on that Cylinder. Just to draw the 6 cards.
Was that an F6 or a really quick? Okay.
I think he's F6.
Cool. What powers you got on board?
5, but we have Secure the Wastes.
Oh, yes.
Remand.
I see. Kind of difficult.
Oh, 7 actually.
Yeah.
He's got 7 power on board. But we have a blocker. I don't think he can kill us. But, and I think he's dead next turn. I think we're okay.
Has he got any flyers?
No.
No, he has no small advertising sheets.
Leaflets. Okay, come on. What do you got? Let's just see it and get this over with.
What you got.
Tired of this game.
Get swifter.
Take your pencil.
Okay, it's doing something.
It's a thing. Look at the thing. I am now louder because I've leaned in to look at the thing.
Yeah. Okay. So what
Hi,
could he
Jeff.
have? He's got like.
Jace.
Oh, he's just playing Brain Freeze on himself.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
conceding.
Oh, well then.
Unless he needs to Cabal Ritual for. No, that wouldn't make any sense because he spent 2 mana.
He's
to
just
do
spent the storm card.
that. Is he just gonna be a bit of a pain? Is that what's happening?
I can't see where this is going.
If he needed the Brain Freeze in the bin for the Cabal, like Cabal makes 3 mana without Threshold, and he spent 2 mana to make it make 5. So unless he needs lots and lots of black mana,
He could have Dark Petition. I feel like this is GG's.
GG's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my caps lock is on. I'm not just really aggressive.
Good game!
GG's.
That was fun.
Show me what you got!
Right. Okay. On to round 2.
Fix your
100% win rate.
antivirus. Fix.
Okay. I'm kind of liking this hand. It's got 2 early interactive spells and a bunch of very powerful forwards.
Mm-hmm. And it has a way to cast that. Those counter spells. Always.
I'm gonna try it. We're on the draw as well. Let me get this to go away. Inquisition.
That's a card.
That's not the end of the world. Again, Mana Tithe gets a lot worse when you know about it.
It's the Murphy's Law. It's just. I mean, it might force him to play a turn behind.
Oh, I took the Mana League. Okay.
Oh.
Well, it was
That's-
that or the Mana. That was the correct
Yeah,
one.
that's a significantly harder card to play around.
We hook him.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, you already know. Why would I bother playing? You know I don't have. You know I have the Mana Tides. There's no point
why would
forcing
I
you
be
to-
playing both?
forcing you to play around it.
Well, I can't see it's backfiring though.
Oh, he's the guy who wants the bizarre.
That's bizarre.
That is bizarre.
Jeff just looking at me, waiting for the disdain to come straight towards him. It's not happening this time, Jeff. You're not going to beat me. Oh, you beat me anyway, you goddamn it, Jeff.
What's he doing?
Drawing 2 cards and then discarding 3 cards.
Weird. Why would you skip a land drop and deliberately card disadvantage yourself? What could you possibly be doing that's that important?
Well, this guy is also like won the game, so I must be doing something.
Massacre Worm. Okay, so he's Reanimator.
Did I say that or just think it when we were talking about that?
What, the disdain?
The what's it called? The bizarre?
Bizarre.
Did I say it or just think it that the reanimator might use it?
No, I think you just thought that.
You just thought that, yeah.
I meant to say it, but I think you were so like ragging on the card that I was like, okay, maybe no one would ever use it.
It's just it's there's better ways to discard cards. Like there's better discard outlets, and it skips a land drop as well. So you're playing from behind straight away, and your card disadvantaging yourself as well.
Fencer is quite good against if I'm going to reanimate a fat thing and just wait behind that.
Yeah.
What set was the Bazaar from?
Oh,
Very old.
I think it's
Because
Probably
It's Arabian Nights or something, isn't it?
Arabian
Yeah,
Nights.
because it's got a real place name in it.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! No, spoilers.
Now they know your name is Ushin.
Yeah. Discards recurring nightmare. So you got another way to reanimate.
That makes me feel dirty discarding a recurring name.
Let's get a Goblet Shrine.
Mm.
Okay.
Like you or him?
What?
Oh no, he couldn't have one.
So it's possible we have to use Mana Type and Force Spike to counter something here.
If it makes us not
If he plays around. Blah blah blah. Mana Type.
build your own man league.
Almost.
Not quite.
Miscout, I suppose.
Yeah. Except, it costs 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is getting to kind of scope the little hand here.
Yeah, but he's losing a card every time he does it. Like, he's down to 3 cards in hand, 2 cards in hand, and he's done nothing.
Yeah.
Just straight nothing.
Like, he must have a blowout. It could be a Living Death deck.
It could be a Living Death deck. And we actually, in fairness, have done straight nothing as well.
Yeah.
So maybe I shouldn't throw stones.
I actually imagine if he's won a game, he's a Living Death deck.
That makes sense. But even still, if he's Living Death, right, we've got
He's 2 turns off it.
Massacre Worm and Sidisi.
Yeah, okay, that's very beatable.
He's also 3 land drops off it, considering we have 2 mana type effects. Assuming we keep those up properly.
We just have to be very aware of that now.
Of when he can Living Death.
Because I mean, with the amount of cards he's drawing...
God, I want to see this guy fight the Brain Freeze guy. So he leads through his whole deck, and then Brain Freeze guy goes, aha, storm for 3, you die.
I mean, if we win this match, that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
We won't get to see it, but it could happen.
And we can feel content in our hearts.
Let's take a moment to imagine it.
And Burial Rites, so he's...
Ushin, we're taking a moment here.
Sorry. Carry on, as you were. All good?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Perfect.
On burial rights?
There it is.
Animate Deads. Animate Dead on the Massacre Worm.
Do we want to double?
Yeah, I think we do.
Because we just...
He's wasted so many resources trying to set this up.
He does it, and then we just do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Or does he do it? Does he like... He should do it to make us...
At least keep us honest. Oh, you have to wait until it's resolving. You can still float the mana.
Please don't resolve.
It's got 1 card left in hand. It can't be anything that can stop it.
Now we can't Bazaar anymore.
Well, I have to... Yeah, he can Bazaar down to 1 card next turn because he'll draw a card for the turn.
Okay.
We need to start drawing some lands. When does this go off?
Now?
I should really be,
So now or the next.
should really be more aware of that.
Actually... Oh,
Next turn.
Well, then we're surely doing
Something.
at least a land drop.
We can hope.
I mean, at
we've
this
gone
stage...
quite a few turns. Maybe 3 more won't matter. You know?
Well, I'm just thinking, like, the turn we draw 3 cards, we'd want to be, like, making more than a land drop.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
I mean, you'd think so.
But
4 cards even will draw that turn.
Ah,
without
true,
drawing
true.
the turn. I'd like to have more than 2 lands in play when our visions goes off.
And he actually
Is he
Bizarre
going,
as well.
is he going to Hellbent off it?
No, he went down to 1, remember?
Mm.
But he discarded Buried Alive and Delver. Delver Reanimator? Necromancy. I can't stop that.
Sure, whatever.
So Necromancy's the Massacre Worm. Or the Delver. I honestly don't know what he's doing.
It beats someone. And we should... Something about respect.
Okay, so we might have to take 6 here.
Well, if we get a land, Feathers is 3 and Earth is 4.
4.
Okay.
Gotta just take 6. Here we go.
I was going to say we can't both draw a land and an answer, but we can.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's the Exile Zone can be played.
Mm-hmm. These are all zones. Oh boy, there's all our lands.
Found him. We're good. We're good.
If we can blow up the Bazaar.
Seems
Excessive.
suboptimal.
Excessive was the word I was going.
And we have to ditch.
Oh.
We still don't have double white, which is a little frustrating. We can ditch a swamp though.
Yeah.
Or perhaps a wasteland. 'Cause I don't really care about the Bazaar.
I mean, it's kind of done its thing at this stage, hasn't it?
He's got 0 cards in hand.
He may have another land we can hit. Let's lose a. I don't think a swamp and a wasteland are that different. But a
No.
wasteland's slightly more useful.
We only have single black in our cards right
Mhm. I'll take 6 here. Okay, so our options are really Faith's Fetters versus Venser.
The Necromancy doesn't cost life, does it?
I'm sorry?
Necromancy doesn't cost life, does it?
Oh dear God! It's an
Yeah.
essay.
Yeah, it's a weird one. But I'm reckoning if we hit the Massacre Worm, it's going to be a long time before we can play it again anyway. Let's see what's in his deck, will we?
Sure.
Let's see what the hell he's digging for with that Bazaar.
It's another bazaar.
That would be
Bazaar.
bizarre.
Let's leave that joke behind now.
That's...
Just
Well, hey!
He's got a time walk.
So what's the plan? What are you doing? What's the...
What's in his hand? He's got 1 card in his hand.
Yeah.
is it literally just
It's just a
worm?
reanimator deck. It's a reanimate. Well, no, he's got Shouldered. He's got Bloodline Keeper's a decent one.
He could.
What's
The
the
card in his
puppeteer
hand could be Living Death.
Yeah, Living Death would.
We actually, I shouldn't have taken that
Why?
because I don't want to play it this turn. That was a screw up on my part.
Yeah.
Although maybe I just take it and play it and take another 6. That is a mistake, but
6 puts us to 7.
yeah, I'm gonna do that. I screwed that up, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna roll with that.
This is a 3 mana.
There's nothing we can do.
There are worse screw ups to make, like, I don't know, blocking my creature with trample by accident.
Oh, that would never happen. No one would be stupid enough to do that.
Never.
Of course not.
I don't know what this is all
My tongue
about.
is just poking through my cheek at this stage.
Thirst for knowledge. Draw 3, then ditch 2.
Drink
Hey,
up.
it's better bazaar.
Drink up.
It's salmon flavored.
Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
That was a uniquely Irish joke.
If we draw plains here, or a white source, we can just Elspeth minus. That would be a lot nicer than having to use
It's feathers.
face feathers. Or Venter. Library. Let's just use that, shall we?
Sure.
That actually works.
It doesn't get us that white source that we need. Excuse me.
No. There it is.
Although it does.
But what do you reckon about Venser here compared to Faith's Feathers?
Venser does leave him a long time off of that Massacre Worm again. Also, it's got really, like, the teeth on that thing make me really uncomfortable.
It's got really human looking teeth,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
I don't know what humans you're fucking looking at. The hell, man.
But what do you think? Do we?
I think Venter it. And
Yeah, I
then
prefer venturing because that just puts more pressure down.
Yeah. The other thing is Face Feathers doesn't stop the triggered ability.
I don't feel like his deck has ways to exploit that triggered ability.
Whenever one of our creatures dies, he doesn't need to exploit it. It's just an annoying thing to have to deal with.
But do we expect our creatures to die much?
We do if we end up throwing down Elspeth or something.
Yeah, that's true. Ben's wearing a nice hat in this art.
Okay.
Kind of 2 for 1-ish.
Yeah, card advantage obviously is meaningless to this person. So.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have no idea what I'm up against. Like, it's just
Did we just go to turn 8 before actually doing anything?
pretty much, yeah.
I wonder what he won
It's
against.
Pack Rat. That's what he wants to be.
Packrat would be annoying for us.
I wonder what he won against.
But he doesn't have the mana to play Packrat and activate it, so that's where Faith Feathers come in.
I think he should have just run Swamps.
What do you mean?
Packrat and Swamps.
Packrat and Swamps? It'd probably be better than this. Like, I don't understand what he's doing with the Bazaar. It just
Don't say it.
No,
seems...
we've left that joke behind.
Yeah, it seems like he's just doing it because he thinks, oh, it'll get cards into my graveyard, but he hasn't actually thought it through.
Like, I mean,
It was like,
it
what
would
cards?
be-
Who cares?
he drew with the best.
Yeah, because he's never casting
Yeah,
it.
that's
Because
it.
he's ditched all his cards, so he doesn't have any lands.
Has he only got one? Oh, that's 2 swamps. They're just
like-
very black.
I want his deck to make sense and have.
Oh look, Explore. Explore that's banned in Legacy.
I want his deck to make sense and have a living death in it. Because then it justifies.
He didn't.
Yeah. But he could have had it in his hand. He had one.
He could have it in his hand. He does have one.
He had 0 cards in hand at one point.
No, he never had 0.
Didn't he?
He had one in hand.
He had one in hand.
So 6 cards
I
in
mean,
his
he's had
deck.
three. He's had 3 mana for a million years, and it's not like he couldn't. It's not like he said, I can't find mana." He's been throwing land away.
There goes some more land. Bone Shredder.
Okay.
Targeting. Probably Thada. I don't really understand. What's the fastest clock here? I reckon
Panther.
Baneslayer makes sense, yeah. Not technically the fastest clock. Fastest clock is probably
4 Elspeth.
yeah. I don't have exactly 7. I want to play planes. Then activate library. Then well, that's going to chump anyway, and that'll mean he doesn't have to sack it next turn. So let's go with the Baneslayer because that'll put us out of range of whatever it is he's doing as well. And there's no reason to attack here. There's no reason not to, I suppose.
Well, the minor reason not to is that his
He might be a
bullshitter
nonce.
might eat his whole turn.
He might be a nonce and pay the echo.
Yeah.
But
I can't see him letting a card eat his whole turn.
Yeah,
to
no.
Well, I
not
mean,
win the game.
we've seen one card eat his entire library.
yeah, he's got 6 cards left in his library. What are you looking for?
We know what's in your deck. What are you doing? I don't want to be this disrespectful to this man's deck, but
I do. He's now discarding his whole hand. Is his last card Lab Maniac? Is that in the cube?
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. If it is, then we're going to look supremely stupid.
Because if it's Lab Maniac, then he has
Fucking lad, man.
my respect. But otherwise, what are we doing? We're playing. You know what? I kind of want to blow up the Bazaar just in case it's Lab Maniac. I can't remember if Lab Maniac's in the cube.
Go for it. Just go for it. Sure, it's like better safe than sorry.
Oh, and we'll also. I'll tell you what I'll do instead. I'll make him ditch his last card.
This is utter nonsense. That was a card that was ended up being cut from Fader Forged. So
What was?
far one to utter nonsense.
Utter nonsense. Yeah. What was the card he was digging so desperately for? Bloodline Keeper. Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm so confused.
What? I mean, is this game 1?
Yeah.
Is this the longest exploratory game ever?
We've got his whole deck in front of us.
So it's not a very good exploratory deck on his part. He's seen just over half of our deck.
Alright, I guess we take a look at the graveyard.
You can do the little arrow at the top to pop it out.
Learning.
So his deck is a Reanimator deck.
With one win con?
With several. He's got Sheoldred, he's got
But he kept throwing them away.
with the Bazaar.
Yeah.
To reanimate them.
Yeah, in an attempt. I think he just. I don't know how he.
Did he have to like keep throwing away
the
the
only thing I
reanimate
can think
stuff?
of that the reason he probably won the first game is he didn't draw Bazaar back that. I don't think any of his cards get past Moat.
No.
I can't think of any of his cards that get past Moat.
Bloodline Keeper.
Bloodline Keeper. Maybe not then.
Um,
We could bring in War Priest because it kills Necromancy
I can see
and
that.
Animate.
I still like Moat.
The problem is I would only play Moat if it shut out his whole game plan
Yeah.
because Moat's best when you're slapping like a flood of aggression.
Mm.
But I will play War Priest over Disfigure.
This figure does kill Bloodline Keeper.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't
Bloodline Keeper's a 4 mana 3/3 flyer, isn't it? Or is it a 2/2?
I think he's a 2/2.
That's worth checking. But we've both gone for our phones. The
I've got to
reason.
clean my glasses.
Okay. The reason for the War Priest is he was playing both Animate Dead and Necromancy and
Ooh,
recurring
yeah.
and recurring Nightmare.
That did not work at all. My glasses are so
He's a 3/3.
He is a 3/3. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. So yeah, War Priest of Thune, pretty good against all three of those. Yeah, this is unfortunately a mulligan.
Yeah.
Even on the draw. I
Not
think this
better.
is a mulligan again.
Better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
Okay.
sword on the draw. With the tempo, I should say.
But also the sword.
On the draw. Do we want that? It is a threat. It's an actual threat.
I do like it, to be honest.
I actually do think we want to keep that.
Yeah, I
Especially
keep that.
we've
yeah.
got the tempo for it to dig for the fourth land as well.
I mean, it's putting him on an additional clock besides himself.
Yeah. And now we look for another land. I'll keep Geist.
I'll keep
Okay,
those.
yeah.
Yeah.
Guys.
I'll keep Geist with Sword of Feast and Famine.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
That seems pretty good.
That does
That'll win some
things.
games.
Now we don't crack the fetch for the hope of drawing lands on that minimal chance.
Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it to get the Hallowed Fountain and save myself some life.
Sure. And here we just flat Geist.
Absolutely. Massacre Worm deals with it until we get the sword onto it.
But he's take a 2-card combo away from getting it. He could entomb.
And 2 mana made dead.
Yeah.
Sigma. Okay. Thought Adele doesn't have any targets anymore. Not bad.
That went away so quickly. What was that?
Time Walk.
Oh.
If we get to start attacking with, he could have Massacre Worm in his hand and another land very easily. That would be
Yeah,
that would be pretty unfortunate.
Oh.
I cast antivirus.
It's not very effective.
I told you it was pro black.
What? What do we got? Thirst. Okay, good.
Drink up.
It's not Massacre Worm. I'd really like a land here for holding that Mana Tithe and
Oh,
playing
I see.
sword. I think I
Maybe
still no. I'm
One
gonna,
taps. No.
no, it's play sword. I think.
Yeah, play sword. Yeah. Definitely.
Although, let's attack first and see what happens.
Usually, what happens when you turn the Geist save is someone takes 6 damage.
Hmm.
Like so.
I kind of like just playing sword here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
It's the most kind of proactive thing. He didn't have the land last turn for Massacre Worm. Assuming he even has it. So he needs to top deck the land and have Massacre Worm in his hand, and then we still have things we can do.
Yeah, even though Massacre Worm isn't game over for us.
No.
It's just game longer for us.
Oh, there's that land. Delver.
There's that Delver.
Okay. Delver's so weird in this deck.
This deck is so weird in this deck.
Recurring Nightmare. Okay, so it's a cheap.
Yeah, we did see her in last game.
Yeah, oh, okay, so he's hitting shoulder with that. That's what the Delver is. It's for Recurring Nightmare.
Sure. And he's recurring nightmaring to get back shoulder to kill our.
To kill our Geist. We can upkeep Secure the Wastes.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
But it doesn't do a ton.
I feel like if we do it for 1, we leave ourselves a chance to draw the land and equip. If we do it for 2, we leave ourselves longer to do that.
Yeah.
Have we got a swamp at the moment?
Yeah.
We have a black source, yeah.
But have we got a swamp?
No, she's got Swamp Walk.
No. So we're
So we're
black.
okay.
Well, we don't care about the damage, really.
We'll
Just
just
need to stop in
surely,
our upkeep.
Surely it wouldn't make a difference in if we played the.
Do we have a Godless Shrine?
There's a Godless Shrine in our deck, yeah. I feel like we do it for 2.
Yeah, I feel like doing it for 2 is safer. Select mana tokens.
And what we can do here is just take 6. Okay. We can take 6. And then next turn equip to the Geist.
We will need to play. We have to hopefully draw a land to play the Scholar. Or, to play the Scholar if we want to equip. So
Why?
Geist doesn't just straight up die to
what?
to her next trigger.
Will we untap lands when we connect with the sword?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
That's less well done.
that's just game at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so now he didn't just mill himself.
So, was I right? Was it?
Oh, I
really
should have
really
blocked there
smart?
because that's dying anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just lost 6 life for no reason. Okay. Yeah, I think we're dead. Can't think of a draw that
Elspeth?
saves us. Elspeth doesn't do anything.
Oh, she's only putting up 1 creature.
I think that's good.
No. Okay.
Right.
That's what he was trying to do.
Yeah, but the Bazaar didn't help him.
Not
No,
at
yeah,
all.
the Bazaar is a strange card choice.
We want the Disfigure back in to deal with Recurring Nightmare. Kill something in response to a Recurring Nightmare.
It's a cost, so you can't respond.
No, but you kill it with when they're playing the Recurring Nightmare.
Yes.
Unless they go Recurring Nightmare creature.
Yeah, which would be.
The correct way to go. Maybe not.
I don't think you should play. I don't think we should play it just because we shouldn't play to mistakes.
Disc?
This I like. This is non-land permanent, isn't it?
Disc is better than Hero, probably. I like just having it as an emergency button.
Mm-hmm.
Help, everything's gone to crap. Push the button. Try again.
Just have that idea of tacos.
What?
Together, never.
Oh, God.
Disc.
I've never. Yes.
The disc that does the boom.
Never runs
Landmine?
disco.
Landmines?
Nah. It's, well, it looks a bit like
It
a
doesn't
magical
actually
element.
kill land, so.
Artifacts, creatures, enchantments. Yeah, that's it.
I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hit planeswalkers.
Which is quite nice.
Yeah, can be. I'm just hoping for turn 1 Bazaar again, do you know?
Turn 1 Bazaar, oops, I didn't. Full stop.
Like, did he think it was getting him mana as well or something?
You don't make that mistake 13 times in a row.
I agree.
Getting a little sleepy.
Do you want to try unmaximize and then re-maximize the thing to get rid of your toolbar? Taskbar?
Oh, spoilers.
Not 100% what I meant, but okay. That didn't work.
This
at
kills
all.
the client.
Most things kill the client, to be
Should I
fair.
play first? Yeah.
This is a hand.
This is a great hand.
Yeah, keep that shit.
This is a great hand.
Yes. I like that.
Turn
Look at all
one
those
Godless Shrine.
colours.
I found, like, just when you're looking at colour combinations, Esper is one of the most, like, monochrome ones. I know it's because it contains black and white, but blue doesn't add much in terms
Yeah.
of colour.
What?
Just interesting colour combinations to look at. Just
What?
in terms of-
Don't worry, it won't make sense to you.
You're so mean, Peter.
In fairness, I don't have a clue what you're on about.
Just some colour combinations look nicer to me.
Library's a little. What do you reckon about Sculler versus Bitter Blossom here? I'm leaning towards Sculler.
At this early stage,
Yeah.
I think Scholar as well.
Yeah, Sculler.
Although getting Bitter Blossom online.
Bitter
is very
Blossom
good.
gets online, like it gets really good, but he does have Massacre Worm in his deck.
Okay, let's go for the Sculler. Although the earliest he can do broken stuff is turn 3, so let's do the Bitter Blossom.
Sure. Yeah, because we can go Sculler next turn if he has the Massacre Worm or the Reanimation.
Oh yeah, okay, I see what you mean now.
Because Massacre Worm would be a blowout on
Yeah.
Bitter Blossom.
Yeah.
A sword would be a lovely draw.
It'll be okay. It's a bit slow at this point. Chose not to reveal.
But what was it?
Time walk. Okay. Well,
Okay, yeah.
but
Still
still,
broken stuff on turn 3.
he still can't. There's nothing in his bin.
It's
To-
it's mostly an Explorer with 2 damage
Yeah,
tacked to it
yeah.
at this stage.
The scariest thing that can happen is, funnily enough, Bizarre of Baghdad, Animate Dead,
Also, the Massacre Worm misses now.
and will generate blockers for it.
That's 3 life a turn though.
That is 3 life a turn.
He also missed a land.
Did he?
He's on the 2
No,
land.
we were on the play. He's got 3 there.
Oh, he's got 3 up.
That happened to me earlier as well. The border isn't distinct enough on the full earth.
That's lax border control.
What do we got? Counterspell.
In black?
Did we see?
Oh, we tapped the blue, sorry.
Did we see any counterspells?
Out of him? No. Not that I can think of. Spell Pierce, Necrotal, and Burial Rites. And Burial Rites is the only thing that kind of
Those busted stuff.
does what his deck's meant to do, but he can play Necrotal next turn, and if we don't take the Necrotal, he just blows up the Tide Hollow
Yeah.
and gets whatever else back. So I think the only real option is the Necrotal.
Mm. We haven't played land yet.
Oh, whoops! Good catch. Island, because he didn't have any. I don't think he has any non-basics except the Bazaar.
If you didn't know this, on MTGO, land glows if you haven't played a land yet. in
I
your
did
hand.
know that. Yeah, I just
Just for
wasn't
the
thinking.
viewers.
I didn't. Learning.
Yeah,
Again. I've played with MTGO 3 times ever. So,
Really?
yeah. Once was last night.
It's about as much as
This
is
is the
healthy
3rd
for
time.
you.
He has a Spell Pierce, so I'm reluctant to play the Never Nozisk.
We don't really have to. We can just swing with this. We've got fine pressure, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even the insectile aberration gets chumped. Not even chumped, traded with.
No, I attacked with a token.
We've got a token.
Yeah, but the aberration flips into a 3/2.
Is it a 3-2?
It turns into a 3. It's a 1/1 right now. It'll
Oh.
turn into a 3/2 if it flips.
So it was a 3-1. I'm thinking of.
Thicker Wisp. Puppeteer Click, which is just a 3/2 persist. Currently. Could get bigger. Now seems like a pretty good time to slam a Baneslayer.
And Baneslayer starts making our
Bitter Blossom.
Bitter Blossom hurt less. Minor
Yeah.
point, but
No, it's true. Absolutely true. got protection from dragons as well.
And demons.
And demons.
Of which he is running neither.
You don't know that.
So I didn't know that.
We did see his whole deck, yeah.
Didn't see his sideboard.
Shouldred's a Praetor, isn't
Yeah,
she?
she's a praetor.
To catch.
There are 6 praetors.
I can only think of...
There's the 5 from New Phyrexia and 1 that was in like Ravnica.
Okay.
Evan Praetor or something. It was errata the Praetor when they made the type.
Interesting.
There's a little bit of
Trivia.
Yeah.
He's
If
been
you ever
studying
decide
up.
to play along with the MTGO game show at home, or not MTGO, Windmill Slam game show, if that ever comes up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little plug there.
So he can activate Pack Rat twice if he wants to. No, once. But he can do it once and leave up Spell Pierce. But with 6 mana we can pay for Spell Pierce on the Never Knows disc if we want to do that. Well, I kind of like just having the disc in play, you know?
It's a nice deterrent in play.
Mm-hmm. Even if we're not going to use it straight away.
No, we've only got. Oh, well.
He can Spell Pierce and Elspeth.
Sorry, I was just kind of remember.
I'm going to attack with... Do I want to attack with any fairies?
What's he got? The fly.
Just this. So maybe I'll attack with
2
fairies. I don't want to attack with the 3rd fairy because I want to be able to block properly. Okay. Cool.
Here comes
Don't
something.
think about this.
He's playing the Spell Pierce.
Or not. Well, alrighty then.
Spell Pierce didn't do anything except make our navies got 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the oh no button for if those pack rats get out of hand.
Exactly.
But I think Baneslayer also covers that pretty well for now.
Reveals a Dark Petition. Does he have Spell Mastery? He does.
That tutors a card and makes and gets
Choose
back.
a card and gets 3 mana and makes 3 black mana, yeah. Just going for the Dark Petition.
What can be done before mana? Bloodline Keeper.
Bloodline Keeper is a possibility.
I mean, also navies just takes care of him if he gets out of hand.
Mm-hmm. I was just using it to make a Pack Rat. Or you discard Massacre Worm to make a Pack Rat.
He has that on burial rights.
He does. That's in hand, yeah.
What does
Should
that
we-
cost?
5.
Okay.
Navies isn't just as a sorcery, is it?
Once it's up, it's up.
Okay.
So we might have to do that in response.
We'll let the Unburial Rights resolve and then
I'm going to play the Elspeth as well.
Yeah.
We don't let the Unburial Rights resolve. Oh, we do let the Unburial Rights resolve.
because otherwise he gets a Massacre Worm.
No, we don't want a Massacre Worm play. We'll lose too much life.
Then we play Elspeth plus leave Nevies up.
And Elspeth minus kills the...
Elspeth minus to kill the.
Oh, he has Necrotal as well, but that's not a big deal. He'll have
Don't we have
Necrotal.
Necrotal? Oh,
He'll
okay.
have
Yeah,
it
of
if...
course.
Okay, so I want to go in with the Bane Slayer. And
At this stage,
all the fairies.
I think it's just 1 fairy.
I think it's all the fairies because we're planning on blowing the disc. Plus we're making Elspeth tokens.
Okay.
Although Elspeth needs defending from the flyers, so we'll say 2 of the fairies. But there's no point attacking with 2 of the fairies because they both just get blocked. But I guess if he's doing that, he's not jumping the Baneslayer. Okay.
We net an extra damage if he
Yeah.
jumps. Or blocks the.
2 damage there. Don't know why he wouldn't block a fairy with a puppeteer click.
I don't know what combat trick he could be afraid of.
There are kind of no combat tricks in
Yeah.
this cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That leaves the disc up. He's not got.
How much does this suit just cost 1?
Disc costs 1, yeah. We're running low on time. We need to get this finished.
Oh.
And I'm running a little low on energy.
Yes, then if he unbury rights, we just blow up the disc.
In response.
And we've given him a sweet position to unbury rights in.
Unbury Rice targeting Mask Worm, so we don't want the Mask Worm in play because we'll take a lot of damage.
So we just blow up the disc.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
What?
We lose our Elspeth if he plays this correctly.
Can he redirect loss of life?
No, but he can puppeteer click our Baneslayer. Didn't even think of that. Yeah, he kills our Elspeth, and then we have no way to deal with the Massacre Worm.
Yeah, we missed that.
Right.
That was very silly. Okay. You live and learn.
More learning. Yeah. Okay.
Right. We need a draw. A pretty good one.
What do we have?
I'll do. Shouldn't have played the Elspeth at all. Probably.
Yeah, I feel like we were getting a bit tricky with that.
Yeah.
Because the Elspeth actually accomplished literally nothing.
Yeah.
Well, she could have if she'd stayed alive.
But we knew
it was
we
on
knew
board
it
that
wasn't
she was
going
dead.
to, yeah.
True, yeah, okay. He gained life.
Yeah, he gained 5 off the Baneslayer that killed our Elspeth.
Oh, forgot lifelink. We're very low
I
on
wish we had a
time
big
too.
team and a dragon to block the There's no problems with that, right?
No, nice Storm Breath Dragons. Cap Pro White, what could go wrong? We want War Priest of Thin.
That'd be nice. Does it?
Hey!
Hey!
Right. Well done, my friend.
Does he survive this?
No, he doesn't. Yep.
Has he used his recurring nightmare?
No. What we want is Consecrated Sphinx. That's the best draw in our deck.
That's not consecrated sphinx.
Oh, it might help us find it. Nope.
Right. Stop.
We made a big mistake. Elspeth here would have closed out the game by now.
Yeah.
Although, Elishner and clearing it. A bit too slow. Okay.
If we live to see it resolve, I don't know if we have much left.
Needs to be a way to deal with these.
We're almost certainly not living to see it resolve.
I think we're actually just dead.
Consequence thinks is what, 2-4 in this board.
2-4, yeah, doesn't do anything. That's the game.
He needs.
That's unfortunate. Oh well.
Oh well. Such is life.
Yeah, I mean the Elspeth play. In fairness, that was a very complicated board, and Puppeteer Click is a weird card, but it still was something I should have spotted. Okay, round 3 time.
We're making physics jokes.
Are we?
Well, kind of. Not
Okay.
Force and
Round 3 time. Let's do it. Yeah.
the hand with spells and
Yeah,
mana.
I like this one.
It's actually quite a nice one.
I don't want to shock. Do I want to shock myself in case we wanted to figure turn 1? We currently don't have a 2-drop.
We don't have a 2-drop, yeah, so.
If we do need to just figure something, we can do it on turn 2. Okay.
For playing this game.
Yeah. I'll just slam that down.
We have the mana size.
Yeah, exactly. Excellent.
I was going to say, but we didn't see Path or Swords, but then I remembered what the text box of
Geist is.
Geist is, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
That happens.
Reasonable.
Cool. I'll keep passing if that's what you want to do, buddy.
It seems like this is just a kind of our deck.
Yeah.
Build up
After
enough-
seeing one card.
build up enough mana to be able to do a thing.
Do we just put the Sphinx on the board?
Nope, because we need 6 mana to do that.
Yes, Jeff, learn to count.
That's interesting.
At the beginning of your upkeep, a player sacrifices a permanent. Okay, Elspeth is a pretty good answer to that.
Yeah. So it's every upkeep it does, it's explode a thing.
Yeah.
And his upkeep, if he stacks them right, he won't sack anything.
This coming upkeep, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're gonna just sack an Elspeth token.
And continue to do so until our opponent is dead.
Like, we can generate 3 permanents a turn, he can't. So he's at some point he's gonna have to
Is it
either.
non-land permanent?
No.
Oh, fun.
So he's either gonna lose all his mana. He could be the upheaval deck. That would make sense with the signet. Is this up counter going on? Of course. Scroll rack.
You said it only works when they do busted stuff, so.
The upheaval deck is.
Pretty busted.
I'm just saying all signs point to busted. They're in the stadium.
Smokestack seems weird though.
Yeah, upheaval decks don't usually want to be stack stacks. no, next turn he'll have gotten rid of one of Elspeth's plus ones.
I reckon Consecrated Sphinx suspend visions here.
Yeah.
Could easily have a counter spell. Did not. Hey. We'll draw a couple cards. This was a very clean answer to the smokestack. I think this game should be fairly easy. No soak counter, yeah.
Draw 6 cards.
Worst case scenario, we can reset a smokestack with a Venser and boom. Okay.
It's
Well,
reasonable
okay, that
now
was-
that he sides out that smokestack.
Yeah, that's.
And I'm going to be leaning. I'm going to be sideboarding as if he's doing that. I think. We didn't see a win condition, so I don't know how really to answer it. I'm going to stick with the main.
Yeah.
We don't have any more token generation, otherwise I'd bring that in.
No, if anyone's on the ground.
Yeah, I'm happy enough with this the way it is.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Alright.
This is the end of win the game.
Turn 1 library. Yes.
Leyline of
GG's!
Leyline of win the game.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, it's not blue, so we can't also suspend.
Well, no, because we want to draw a card with our turn 1 land.
I mean, library is so strong and also produces colorless mana that it seems strange that Bazaar doesn't. But Bazaar is so strong and constructed.
How do we get another? We've got 9 cards in hand, so we want to go island,
Suspend.
suspend.
This gives us this problem again in a couple of turns, but
It is what it is.
it's a good problem to have.
That we're drawing too many cards.
Oh no, we have too much stuff to do.
That's not bad. As far as problems go.
Got 99 problems of having too many cards in our hand is all of them.
Oh, I just banged my ankle quite badly there. Okay, so Crucible, Smokestack, blah blah.
Okay, yeah.
We don't actually have a 2-drop, so we're probably just going to go land Thada here.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Next turn we can...
You know what we can do? If he doesn't have the stacks in hand, we can just exile it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This deck seems like it'd be very artifact heavy. He also probably has artifact mana, because those decks are best when they have artifact
He
mana.
did have one, didn't he?
He had at least 1 Signet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had Flesny Signet.
Yes. And he has Ancestral Recall. Turns out that's a pretty good card.
Really?
That's what I've been told.
Never would have believed it.
Seems a bit overcosted. I mean, our one has 0 mana.
Overcasted, it's about $300.
But our one is 0 mana.
Okay, so you got rid of the Thada.
Those damn ancestors. It's all inflation, I'm telling you. Do you want to throw it Elspeth?
No. Means I can't library.
Throw down sword, Elspeth. Or, no, sword, library. Library.
No, I go land, library, sword.
Yeah. Unless we draw something better, but let's see. Let's see that. Can Flicker Wisp the library?
I don't have double white. I didn't play the right
Oh.
land.
Just go Flicker Wisp me the library would have been nice.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been too bad.
one's playing the mana game.
Okay, I was like, that
Correction
doesn't make
Revoker
any sense.
naming sword, I suppose.
Or library.
No, you can't name a land.
Oh, it's non-land. Okay. What was I thinking of?
Sorry,
Caracas.
Caracas?
No,
No, you were thinking.
That's what I used it on.
Pithing needles.
Pithing needle. Yeah,
There you go.
used it on a Caracas last night.
Pithing
'Cause you
needle.
kept
Pithing
bouncing
needle
my
specifies. Pithing needle specifies non-mana
Yeah.
abilities. For Action Broker special, it specifies non-land.
No.
No.
I was going to say we can flicker with
Draw step click. He's got a stop and a draw step. Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna play Baneslayer, I think, unless he takes it.
We've got plenty, whatever he does take.
Yeah, if he wants to take a threat, we have more threats. If he wants to take a Latin, we can't take lands. Face Fetters is probably the best pick because we don't have another removal spell, but I'd probably just leave this hand. I took the Baneslayer. Okay.
Baneslayer holding a sword is scary.
Baneslayer holding the sword is pretty scary, yeah. Let's play a land. Let's play a black source.
If we play the Windswept Heath, we can shuffle the Baneslayer back from the bottom. If you
Yeah,
want to
that's something, I suppose. But I think what I'm going to do is play the Godless Shrine because I don't have another fetchable black source, and I want to be able to play what I draw.
Yeah.
But what I am going to do is Faith Fetters the Click, or I could Flicker Wisp the Library. I like Flicker Wisp the Library. So just draw a million cards.
Flicker was turned out to be a little bit better than.
It's okay. It's a cheap flying threat that has some utility sometimes. Okay, let's draw a Force Spike.
What's that?
Mind Twist, we discard 5 cards at random.
Oh god.
Unless we draw Force Spike. Jeez! Oh, so close, man. So close. And yet.
I got left with 3 lands.
That's pretty bad.
I'm heartbroken.
Yeah, it was not a great one.
That's one way to turn off library.
Is this coming off
Yeah.
suspend? When's that coming off suspend?
No.
Oh, library's back on.
Hey!
Okay. Sure. Not sure there's guys.
We never stop drawing. Library. I like Fiend Huntering the Vendilion Click, equipping the sword, attacking.
We can't equip the sword
Yeah, we can.
because of Phyrexian Revoker.
Oh shoot! So
We can
Fiend Hunter,
the Phyrexian Revoker.
but then we can't attack because it doesn't get through properly.
It's,
Although-
it survives. No, it doesn't.
Doesn't. It trades though.
And then what do we replace it with?
It'll be replacing itself with a Fiend Hunter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't hate that. Okay, let's try that. Forces him to trade for the click. Secure the waste is helpful against smokestack.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to trade here.
Just too much
Is it-
value if you don't.
Does damage to player or does damage,
Does damage to player.
okay.
Yeah, they didn't make that mistake twice.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Fiend Hunter holds the sword reasonably. As does Geist. The 7 cards in our graveyard, we have 2 mana dig available to us. Secure the Waste is currently for 6 if we play a land and need to just go all in.
This library never going offline is great.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I see what you mean about laying out to win the game.
It's just, it's so hard to lose when you're just
Drawing as many
Yeah.
cards as you
drawing
can.
so many cards, yeah. Like, I'm just gonna library now. We still gotta stop in our draw step. I'm gonna throw down a Scholar, see what he's holding.
I mean, many things in our graveyard.
Isochron Scepter, Venser.
What does Venser?
Venser just
Exiles.
exiles,
Yeah,
flickers
no,
things.
I'm
Isochron
wondering, does he actually...
Venser doesn't do anything on board. Isochron Scepter doesn't do anything with this hand.
Probably Ice Concept, alright.
I think we probably take the Venser. Venser at least does something at some stage.
Mm.
I think it's more likely that he draws a creature that. What's up?
Just to leave the 2 mana up for a dig.
We're gonna untap all our lands.
Oh, yeah. Have we played a lot?
I don't think so.
I don't think we have.
Oh, we have. Have we? I'm not sure.
No, those are
He's
instants.
gonna discard an island. And we untap all our lands.
We have.
Oh, we discarded the Isochron Scepter. Okay.
We need to play land.
I don't want to play land. I want to use the library.
Oh, yeah. Use library and then play it.
Library with Sword and Feast and Famine. That's pretty nice.
Oh boy. Okay.
This is filthy.
And then I'll play a land, and then I'll play a Geist, I suppose. Seems reasonable.
That was a turn. Yeah.
So he's
Library
got an
twice in
island
turn.
and something. Okay.
Hey.
Hey, we did it.
Well, Library of Alexandria. Absolutely busto.
Now I see why they burned it down.
And that was that.
Oh,
Was that 3?
That
Yeah.
was 3.
that was,
Oh. That went fast.
that was
I think I
17
went
minutes.
fast.
Good grief.
Right. Well, thank you for watching. I've been Oisin.
I was Jeff.
I'm still Peter. What
Still
are you guys
Peter.
doing in the past tense?
No, it's come on, it's showbiz, man.
Oh.
All right. Dennis should be back for the next one. In the meantime, if you want to head over to YouTube, Windmill Slam MTG on YouTube, then you can check out some more crazy, wacky, kooky content like this, as well as some extra fun bits. Until then, I'll see you next time.